The August monthly awards program drops on Friday, August 9th at around noon Pacific. So as always, we have our predictions for the player of the month cards. In the comment section, I want to see your predictions. Who do you think is going to get that lightning August player of the month card on Friday? And leave all your other predictions as well. I had a really hard time choosing mine for this video. So I want to know, do you agree with me, or who do you think would maybe get cards instead of some of the players I said? Maybe you could say, yeah, I agree with this one, or hey, I think someone else might get it instead of that guy. That's just always one of my favorite parts of these videos though, is seeing the comment section, seeing who y'all think is going to get the cards for the programs. I'm going to be starting my predictions with starting pitchers, and we have Zach Gallen as my first prediction. And for this reason alone, I feel like he's probably deserving of a card. He was the WAR leader among all starting pitchers for the month of August. He also had a 0.68 ERA, which was the best among all starting pitchers in 40 innings pitched, striking out 10 batters per 9 innings, 5-0 record across 6 starts, 0 home runs allowed in those 40 innings, and only 2.25 walks per 9 innings. So I feel like he's definitely deserving of a card. The only one he has available right now is his Gold Live series, so I feel like it's a perfect time to give Zach Gallen maybe a Diamond Player of the Month card. For my second and final starting pitcher prediction, I'm going with Drew Rasmussen, and this was really hard for me. I feel like a lot of pitchers had really solid months of August, but I decided to go with Drew Rasmussen. I'm curious what other pitchers y'all would choose, but he was second in WHIP among all starting pitchers, only behind Jacob deGrom, which I thought was pretty cool. He had a 1.57 ERA for the month, struck out 33 batters in 34 innings while holding him to a 157 batting average against, which I feel like 157 average, 157 ERA. I feel like that coincidence is pretty good in terms of the actual numbers, but that'd be pretty cool to give him a card just for that coincidence alone. For my first of 2 reliever predictions now, I went with Alexis Diaz. He and Andres Munoz were tied for WAR among all relievers for the month of August, but Munoz, I believe, just a month or 2 ago got himself a monthly awards 95 overall card, so I figured he probably wouldn't get another one. I'm going with Alexis Diaz for this, and he, in addition to being tied for that WAR lead, had a 0.73 ERA for the month, allowed 0 home runs in 12 1/3 innings pitched, while striking out, I believe, 21 batters and only walking 5. So it was a pretty solid month. It seems like a lot of times WAR is a stat that MLB The Show has looked at for player of the month cards here and there, so I figure it could be a good reason to give Diaz a card this month. My second and final reliever, my fourth and final pitcher prediction for these August monthly awards was pretty hard. I would say almost as hard as choosing a second starting pitcher. So again, any predictions y'all have, please drop them in the comment section. I went with Eric Swanson just because he was one of 8 qualified relievers for the month of August who didn't allow any runs in the entire month. So I feel like you could give any 8 of those guys cards, but in the month of August, Eric Swanson in 12 innings pitched struck out 15 while allowing, like we said, 0 runs, and also only walking 1 batter and allowing 7 total hits. So I feel like Eric Swanson had a great month. He's definitely deserving of a card, but again, being one of 8 relievers who didn't allow a run in the month, I feel like any of those 8 guys are probably pretty deserving of that card too. Now on to my position players. I think we're gonna end on the lightning card, starting though with Nathaniel Lau. For the month of August, he was second in WRC plus. He had a 389 batting average, which led the entire MLB for the month of August, along with his 1098 OPS and then 7 home runs to go with that MLB leading batting average. So not a bad month for Nathaniel Lau. I feel like he's deserving of a card if anybody else is. And it's probably worth mentioning that his only other card available is his Live Series Gold. So I feel like it's a perfect time for him to get a card too with the month that he just had. My second position player pick's kind of a weird one. I don't really know if I even feel confident in this, but I'm going with Eugenio Suarez. I know he's already got a 90 overall diamond, but I feel like this could be a good opportunity to get him a little bit higher, maybe like a 95 to a 97 type of diamond card. He was tied for the major league lead in home runs for the month of August with 9, and he was tied with Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado. So all of those guys either have or will have at some point this year 99 overall cards. So I feel like this could be a good time with having those 9 home runs, maybe a decent chance to get Suarez a little bit higher. of a diamond card than he currently has. For my third position player prediction, we're going with Jeff McNeil. And am I the only one that would be surprised, kind of stunned, stupefied, shocked, flabbergasted if he did not get a card? His only available card right now is his 81 overall live series card, and in the month of August he had the second highest batting average at 385 with 13 doubles and a couple home runs, all of which helped him be tied for 7th in WAR for the month. And the only guys ahead of him for WAR in order were Paul Goldschmidt, Aaron Judge, Manny Machado, Alex Bregman, Mookie Betts, and then the league leader Nolan Arenado. So all of those guys will have or already have 99 overalls at some point this year. So I feel like this is a great time to be getting Jeff McNeil, who's only got his live series card. Get him a diamond, get him one of those good cards. And my last position player prediction before we get into the Lightning discussion is going to be Lars Nootbaar. And I'm definitely biased right now as a Cardinals fan, and I only see this happening in one scenario. But for the month of August, real quick, let's talk about it. Lars Nootbaar had a 979 OPS with 5 home runs, 15 RBIs, and his only card in the game at the moment, and I hope you're sensing a theme in this video, is his live series card. And after having that month, and especially me as a Cardinals fan, I would love for Noot to finally get a higher overall card, hopefully a card that's usable for my ranked seasons team. I will say though, I think it's unlikely Lars Nootbaar gets a card if my Lightning prediction also gets a card, because for my Lightning prediction, I'm going with Nolan Arenado for the St. Louis Cardinals. It seems like a lot of times someone in the comment section before has said every time, and I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like a lot of times MLB The Show chooses either the American League or National League official MLB player of the month. And for the American League, we had Alex Bregman. For the National League, we had Nolan Arenado. So right there, if we think they're choosing between one of the two, I feel like I got 50-50 chances. Nolan Arenado, that's who I'm choosing, but I feel like it could also be Alex Bregman if that's how they do seem to choose it. Now, even though I'm a Cardinals fan, for these predictions, I almost always choose the WAR leader of the month as my Lightning player prediction, and Nolan Arenado, as a Cardinals fan, I'm loving this, just happened to be the WAR leader for all of Major League Baseball for the month of August at 2.4. He had a 364 batting average, which was 4th for the entire MLB in the month of August. And then he had 9 home runs, 29 RBIs, and an OPS of 1139, all of which led the entire MLB for the month of August. So he just had an outstanding month. It's his second time being the National League Player of the Month this year. He didn't get the card earlier in the year, so I feel like maybe he's more likely to get it this time. I do want to say though that I think Nolan Arenado's guaranteed a 99 overall regardless if he gets this at some point, so that might make them more likely to choose somebody like Bregman. But as we can see right here, they could easily give Bregman a 99 overall card. They've done it in the past, and they could just bring back that card for this year. So I feel like if they were to choose Bregman and Arenado, I think Arenado, at least in my opinion, overall had the better month. But I've also been a little bit surprised at some of the content drops this year. And don't forget to comment your predictions down below. Feel free to click one of these videos on the screen, like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos for daily uploads. We're coming up on 2,000 days in a row, coming up on 110,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.